You just went up against Giannis, of course, and after winning game one, they won 4 straight from you guys with the Celtics. If you had to put it as specifically as you can, we can all see how great Giannis is. What makes it so difficult to stop him?
He draws so much attention. If you don't have 2 or 3 guys loading to the ball when he's attacking in transition or in the half court, then you're screwed.
And they have done a good job, you were telling me earlier, of putting players around him that they will make you pay when you do bring all that attention to
you got guys that Brook Lopez never really shot the ball his whole career, shooting the ball and stuff. Now, I'm not saying that's the reason, but you got guys like him that can shoot the ball that's around him, and they can really stretch out, play all 5 guys out, and they make it tough.
And Coach Tibbs, you're a legendary defensive strategist. What is the defense against a guy like Giannis Antetokounmpo?
Well, it's tough. You got to match up, I think, with size on him. You do have to give help. The hardest thing is in transition when he's coming at you with a head of steam because of his ability to get to the rim. But not only get to the rim, draw fouls and then make plays to create threes. But I thought Milwaukee made a critical change in their series after game 1 when they inserted Mirotic into their starting lineup. It created more space, and then he was able to draw more fouls, which I think hurt the Celtics.
Yeah, no doubt. And let's go to the other side here, and a guy like Kawhi Leonard, who you've faced up against this year as well. How would you put, as specifically as you could, what makes him so good?
He just gets it done in his own way. Like I say, he's not flashy. He's not a guy that we look at our superstars today that go out there and give you 1,000 dribbles. He go out there and do stuff in his own way, but he's very effective.
Do those guys go head-to-head? I mean, as we match up the pieces in this series, it seems to me they should be guarding each other a lot, right?
Some. I think in transition you'll see it, and I think maybe at the end of the games, if you're Toronto, you have to be concerned about Giannis's ability to draw fouls. So I think you probably see Siakam on him, probably more to start, but at different points, you'll see Kawhi on him as well.
Let me ask you the impossible question. Which of those 2 stars would you rather have on your team?
That's a great question. I think today, right now, Kawhi is probably the better shooter. And he's a terrific all-around player in terms of defense. Giannis, the upside. Giannis is probably, and that's hard to say because Giannis is probably the MVP this year, and he's still going up. He's still improving. And
I'll give it to you in the reverse way. Which guy ruins your night the night before more, thinking about going up against them, Kawhi or Giannis?
I'm gonna have to say Giannis just because they just beat us. So
yeah,
but
right.
both are very tough.
And he's got a little nasty to him too. Like the thing you notice about Giannis, he seems to have developed. Does he talk a lot on the court?
Not really. But he got a little trash talk in him.
Does Kawhi speak at all? Like, I mean, do you even know what his voice sounds like on the court?
You don't even talk in interviews.
So I'm with you.